Hi guys, it's Tessie and you're welcome back. We are in October and it's also my month of mental health. I have been thinking a lot about how I stay grounded and how I deal with uncertainties. Since I've also shared on a lot of social media about this challenge where every day I'm going to post something that I do to keep myself like sane or grounded. I thought I'd share that with you guys on YouTube. I've been doing a lot of like shorts YouTube shop and shorts and I post them, but I'm thinking that I haven't officially announced it on the channel, and you guys are my family, my people, and the ones that actually also keep me grounded. Like sometimes when I'm in my head, I'm just like, yeah, I want someone to see me and be motivated, knowing very well that I'm not working, knowing very well that I'm from an African country with the CDs that or brands that is not too strong, but I'm traveling just to give someone an inspiration and tell you that you can do it. Like it's possible. It comes with a lot of discomfort and a lot of compromising and a lot of being firm and very strategic in situations, but yeah, you can do it. So yeah, do well to just follow my socials for the mental health challenges that I would be posting up until the end of October. In today's video, I'm just gonna give you guys a very short update on what has been happening in my life, and then yeah, maybe tell you how I keep myself grounded. So I am in Wales as I record this video now. I don't know how long I will be staying here, but yeah, I'm hoping to stay here a bit and hike and see if I can also explore other places on budget. The other thing is, yeah, to also update you on the travel plans that I have. So the plan was for me to travel from Ghana to the UK, from UK travel to Wales, Scotland, and then travel to Angola. I'm really excited about that trip. And yeah, from Angola, we would see if we'll find a way to Cape Town and then travel back from Cape Town to Ghana. That is the travel plan for this period. Not to expect so much, and like I often say, my travel plans are not often with exploring restaurants. I don't have money for that, and secondly, my tummy doesn't really like exploring food and stuff, so I like to stay to myself, and maybe once in a while maybe I'll visit a restaurant or do something. But maybe if I feel you guys are really into such kind of videos, like you want to see my lifestyle in restaurants and stuff, I'll probably add that if I'm in a space where I can afford such foods, because I'm not going to stress myself too much to get a food that is expensive, and at the end of the day my time is going to react to that. I don't think it's value for anything, and it's not right that I try to impress people trying to live a life that I'll probably never live. I'll probably want to home prep, and it's one of the difficult things when you're traveling, but because I do a lot of fruit and veggies, it really helps me. So how does Teresa Ayariga stay grounded, and yeah, how does she keep sane when life gets hectic or there are a lot of chores or it's uncertainty? I'm gonna share an experience with you. Let's start with this year. I didn't know how the year was gonna turn out. I'll probably tell you that for sure. I didn't know. From the beginning of the year, I was really stressed, and I wasn't depressed, but there was a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of panic attack. It got to a point that I really wanted to even self-harm. I'm just being vulnerable with you. But I'm fortunate that I have a relationship with God. I think for me, my faith keeps me grounded. So that's the first thing that always keeps me grounded. And throughout that period, it was just worshiping God. Yeah, and like I said, throughout that period I was just worshiping God. I found a book, I've forgotten the name of the author, but it's on something uncertainty, but I've forgotten. I think that book was just, it's not a miracle, but I don't know how coincidental it would have been for me to just take that book and decide to read, because I had the book. I bought the book from Cape Town, but I had never read it. Around that time, I just felt a strong desire to read the book. In the process of just reading that book, I felt God was just speaking to my situation of trying to not control. Because around that same time, I also, even though I was like praying and stuff, my relationship with God was not too tight. Like, I began questioning God about a whole lot of stuff. Do you even exist? Who are you? If we believe so much in you, why is there so much chores around people that really worship you, people that really trust you? Why is bad? Why are all the bad things in the world happening to good people that I know of? And I don't know so much. I don't have relationship with people that are bad, but I know there are a lot of bad people in the world. People that can even kill, to go to the extent of killing, and they live for so long. So I'm just like, what kind of God are you? And stuff like that. And I was just reflecting on my situation and asking God, like, why do I have to go through this? Like, why? And I realized that my whole idea of God has been on transaction. I know when I pray, God answers. I know when I do this, maybe I'll get promoted at work, I'll get a good job because I'm a Christian, because I follow the Bible. But that was not the whole idea of God. I had just a bit of understanding of who he was, which was not the full picture of who God was. I've come to understand that even in the chores, even in the uncertainty, there is purpose. Like, it's so, I don't know how I got here, but it's so funny that I'm saying it now. Like, there's purpose in the uncertainty, there's purpose in the quietness, there's purpose in grief, in heartbreaks, in trauma. There's purpose in all these things. And I'm saying this, I'm like, I'm getting a bit emotional thinking about it like that. And that was like me beginning a new chapter with God, discovering God. And the power of uncertainty or something. I don't know. If I find the book, maybe later on I'll just share that, because I'm not in Ghana. I don't know. I feel the writer he was an evangelist born into a Christian home, and he used his experiences and that of his wife and kids to actually inspire me. And I felt, if such a person who had dedicated all his life to worship God, to be an evangelist, and that could experience that together with his family, who am I to question you? And he makes me even understand that even as he thought he was righteous, and yeah, he never thought, I mean, you are like the most righteous person, but you are not like an unbeliever, and you try as much as possible to follow God's commandments and try and model God. So around that same time, I just felt, with all the noise that was just going on in my head, it was just God that was keeping me grounded. And the second thing that keeps me grounded is the fact that I really get excited over small things. So for instance, when I wake up and I sing praises and worship, I get excited. When I wake up and I walk, I go out running, like go for 5K, I get excited. When I wake up and I dress up and sometimes I like wearing shorts. So for me, I really like wearing like mini skirts and stuff like that, and just dress up, take my cameras and do stuff. I get excited. And I got this by reflecting back on that child. Like, I asked myself, back in the day, you used to go through a lot of things and you never complained, and you were so excited and babby. Like, what really changed? And what were these things that were keeping you excited? I remember just running were keeping me excited, being in school choir, teaching kids in church as a Sunday school teacher. Entrepreneurship was keeping me more excited than any other thing. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I just think I have to find her back, do all the little things that I used to do, go to the beach, do stuff, and also get excited about learning other stuff, other things. So I get excited about, like, when I got excited about surfing. I was like, yeah, I'm excited. And my hiking, yeah, I didn't do hikes within that period, but I did a lot of walk. I did a lot of cycling. I had gotten a bicycle, like 6,000 Ghana cedi a year before that, and I had never used it. No, I used it twice, but never used it again. The bicycle was still there, like one of my fanciest bicycle. That's my first car, guys. And so like that was me trying to get myself like excited about life and try and keep to the activities that I do that makes me happy. And that's the second thing that keeps me grounded after my faith. The third thing is being positive. So I get stressed so easily. Like I'm not an average stressor. I get stressed very easily, and you can see it. It's not something that I can fight it. I have now learned to just embrace what it is and not, not fight it. Like it becomes it's part of me. I just have to accept it and work around that. So I try as much as possible not to overthink things. For instance, like if I'm looking for something and I can't find it and I'm getting stressed, I'm just like, you calm down. You're still going to find this thing, maybe not now. If I have a job interview and I'm getting stressed about, I'm just like, these people are just two human beings that are sitting there. Some of them are not even as smart as I am. It's rather unfortunate that I find myself in this situation and they have to interview me. They may look smart because already they have to prep for the question and ask, like, but maybe they are not too smart. They're just like me. And if they were smart, they were once in my shoes also trying to get a job. So let me. And I know I get that anxiety every time or those kind of stresses. Like I have learned to just control that part. And it's not that I have mastered it, but I think I'm in a better place now. The other thing was like frustration over tomorrow. I'm an ambitious person. I don't know how many times I'm going to say it for someone. Like nobody knows what is going on in my head. And if I tell you my life and where I am today, you would understand why I say I'm very ambitious. It is that same ambition that has driven me here. Like 10 years or 13 years, Tessie would not believe she would not have been here if she didn't believe it. Let me put it in that way, because I always knew I was going to be a great person. I have this drive. I always knew I was going to be a very important person and my impact is going to be felt. It doesn't really matter if no indicators, like even if it's one life, I knew I was going to be very impactful. And I'm so lucky that even within my small circle, my friends and I get inspired and we kind of motivate each other, and sometimes they say stuff to me and I'm just like, I'm so happy to have me, okay? And I'm happy to have people around me that recognize things that I take for granted. So I was really like around that time, like I get frustrated about the future. I've worked so hard to be here. Things are not moving the way I want to. My clothing, my shops are collapsed. Mismanagement. I don't have a job. How do I live a life? And when you've experienced so much, it's so difficult to come back to nothing. So around that time, I was just asking God, how can you take me through this journey and bring me just here? Do you know what I mean? Like here for nothing. Now I can't even afford a lot of stuff that I want to. But I learned in that process to let go. And embrace uncertainty. If I wake up and I don't know what to do, I get more excited than having a bunch of plans. So yeah, I guess that's the way. Yeah, dealing with my present moment, trying as hard as possible to work within my mental health challenges that I have. And the third one is not being frustrated with tomorrow, like trusting that everything is really going to work out. And if I'm here, if I'm experiencing this, whether it's grief, whether it's joy, whether it's success, whatever it is, I'm meant to experience it. And there's purpose in it. So it's my challenge to find that purpose. And for me, that has been eye-opening. Yeah. I've shared a lot, actually. I wanted this to be just a 5 minutes video, but unfortunately, it's almost like 15 minutes. So I'm going to end here, and I'm trying to get you guys your videos. Liverpool video, even Wales, I have footages, but I have memory issues and I can't edit until I solve them. So hopefully I'm able to get it done as soon as possible and get you guys your videos. Okay. Thank you so much for staying here with me. My name is Tessie again. Tessie for short. My friends call me Tessie or Tess. So you are welcome to call me that name. I'll see you guys in my next video. Please subscribe if you're new here, and do share your experiences on life with me. I'm just 30 years trying to navigate life, so we can actually do this together. See ya. Love ya. Kisses.